be allowing them to bring out what's in them already, in my opinion. I have me personally, I really like I did most snacking on the streets than I really did in prison. But also in prison I had a husband. And he a lot of times, most of the times I had a husband, and like one of the big disrespect things for somebody is you have your prison wife mess around on you. That's nice to you. They're gonna put them nice coming to somebody. And to keep that confusion down, I mean, I had been juked up 3 times in prison. I've juked up 3 times just as I've been juked up 3 times. One of the times was a knife fight. This one here was from one of my prison husbands because I liking on another little dude, and so I maneuvered and got him sent to a whole other side of the prison. And he came when he called me. I'm thinking he come to say bed this, and that boy chopped me dead in my head. It was like whatever. So I mean, and I got war wounds and stuff here and there. I mean, I'm laughing about it now because I know he really loved me, and because he really was in love with me. Like whatever. But it wasn't funny then when I'm looking at this blood running through everywhere because I bleed, girl, and I don't like blood. Hold on 1 second. Can I take one quick little commercial break real quick?
Sure.
Let me put my mic on my girl. All right, so Sim Nation, how y'all doing? Welcome to the Hot 99. We're going to get to the Hot 99. We got a Hot 99 coming. I am doing an interview with L on Bigo. As soon as I finish the interview, we're going to do that. But if y'all want to listen to the interview, perfect timing. I didn't want to leave y'all hanging and just not do it. So thank y'all for coming. Welcome to the Hot 99. And we're going to do this soon. And we're going to finish it soon as we proceed this interview, okay? Love y'all. Mwah. All right, sorry about that.
Okay, so from the VIP, they want to know, what do you think about a man that has done 6 years in prison and comes out, if they wearing wigs, things like that, dressing up as a female? Like, do you believe that has something to do with prison, or do you believe that that's just...
That's him. Listen, if a man is sexually attracted to a man, he's always been, in my opinion, has some type of sexual attraction to a man. Prison might have brought it out of him, but that's just what it is. I don't think that... So the turnout rate in prison is really not that high. You're not I've seen people be turned out. I know people turning out is when a man who's really straight get tricked by money or force or anything out of their self. A straight man, somebody who's straight before, never had no sexual contact with men. That's what they call a turnout. The turnouts are few and far between. There's not really many of them. When people come to prison, they come to prison, they may have been gay already, but the gayness you can see. You see people, the people that's running the prison, you see, like, listen, let me say something. The people that are gay men, that are feminine gay men, or as they call them, bottoms or something like that, in prison allow you to really be that. Because you can really walk around twisting, you get your hair done nice, you can do this here, and that's accepted in love. And so the thing about DL men, I always tell my black women, is because the only reason we have DL men in the world is because y'all as black women will not accept that some men are bisexual or gay. When they become gay as a mama, y'all turn them out. Some, not all women. As a sister, you talk about them. Oh, this punk thing. As a girlfriend, you don't want to be with a man that have a feelings for another man. It feels bad. Even though a man could be with a woman who loves women, he's not gonna be with a woman. Ain't gonna be with a man who loves men. His homeboys ain't gonna play basketball with him no more. And stuff like that. As soon as we learn as a black people to accept whatever it is, you're not gonna have the DL problem. You never gonna have that problem. If a man could be himself and still be accepted by his sister, his mama, his daughter, his homeboys, and everything else, DL people wouldn't exist no more. You wouldn't have that problem. So when you get to prison, these men, to me, already have been. When I tried to get a dude in prison, even if I didn't think he messed around and he go, it was easy peasy. Girl, you got to take you some time. When next time you get your little road trip, listen to the prison story. If I tried to go after 10, I got 9 of them. No step. My big ugly fat ass got 9 of them. If I tried, there was probably 1 out of 10 that didn't want to, and it wasn't hard. It wasn't like I had to do I had to beat him up. I did knock out one dude and ate him up, but that was another story for another day. But other than that, it was never nothing that I had to do. There was just there. So at the end of the day, that was something to me. That's something that was already in you. I just pulled it out you, and you feel like you could do it in prison because it's around you. And the women and the ones that's coming out being women, they wanted to be women before. Just was in prison is where they could do it.
Do it. Okay, so Shakie, how do you feel about men that characters? How do you feel about them men that walk around with wigs and nails and things like that? I'm saying as far as them being a character though, and they're straight men.
So listen, by definition, homosexuality is sex between people of the same sex. And it's hard for me to call somebody a homosexual who, if they're not having sex with somebody of the same sex. Right. I think while dressing up in a wig as a straight man is definitely questionable, it doesn't mean you having sex with men. So it's hard for me to say, okay, yes, you gay because you wear a wig. I think that somewhere, I don't know if it was Medea or somebody made that type of comedy very cute and very funny and financially astute. So I have to say, people ain't gay unless they gay, and that's in my opinion. And so I feel like if they're not gay, but they do it for the comedic aspect, as long as if they're making their bag, we can't even talk about it anymore. Do that make them gay? If they're messing with men, that makes them gay. Not just because they dress as women for comedic purposes. That's just my opinion on that. That don't bear it on it. Some people feel differently. I understand, but I think that you ain't gay until you take that wood. Now, when they start taking that wood, there's this thing. Come over to my side. Come on over to my place. That's what James said. I don't know who y'all talking. Who are you? Let me ask you. I gotta turn this around. Who you was throwing that at? Who you throwing that? You was throwing that at somebody. You was talking about somebody. Who was a straight man that dressed like a woman? Who did that?
Listen, Shakie, look. It's a lot of people that want to know. What is it that makes men dress up in wigs so they are not gay? If they are straight, what makes you want to wear nails? What makes you want to wear a wig? What makes you want to dress up? Money?
Tyler Perry made $1 billion in a dust in a wig.
Well, that makes sense.
When I did, I don't. So if I dress like a woman, is a key. I don't dress like a woman. I don't walk around the streets like a woman. I don't. I wear a short haircut. There's nothing. But when I had to do a show and their characterization needs to be a feminine, I put that dress on so fast and I'll put it on again. My check for that was $7,500, and it made the shade room. So go ahead and get. Where is that? Can I get? I will put it on tomorrow. I sure will for the money. But I'm gay, so I could do that and not feel no type of way. But if I wasn't gay and you tell me my field of dreams is entertainment, and the owner Wesley Snipes did it, they paid him $12 million for that movie. At the time, it was one of his top, the second most he got paid for a movie. And he said, and so do I think there's something wrong with it? Until we can't say nothing wrong with the bottom if we're not saying nothing wrong with the top. If Tyler Perry and Wesley Snipes and all these people doing it, and Martin Lawrence doing it, and they get their bags and it's funny for them, it got to be funny for the people at the bottom. We got to be fair on that one. As black people, not in the case of. Now, I get what you're saying. Some of them just take it too far. Like, girl, you really enjoying this. Some of y'all.
No, for real, like, that's what I mean. Like, what about the men? Like, you take it far. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, it's just certain things that, you know, would be unattractive because it's different with Tyler Perry. That's different. They in Hollywood.
It's different because of the type of money maker. But when he wasn't in Hollywood, so he was wearing a dress at the motherfucking Sanger Theater here in New Orleans, and his shows was $8 to go see. You go see this nigga for $8. I remember them. So at one time he wasn't making no money. At one time he wasn't making no check like that. He had to put on his duster and his wig and say hello. He had to do that. So
so Shakie, let me ask you this then. Okay, as far as misgendering goes, because I wanted to do a town hall, okay, about this. Being that you are a gay man, even though you're not a transsexual, How do you feel when somebody calls you a punk, a faggot? Like, how do you feel about that?
That usually be that's where I find my boyfriend at. All my boyfriends call me that. I said, oh, you want mess with you want me. You want smash, huh? You see something like that? It was a man calling to me. If it was a girl, pretty much the same thing. No. Okay, so look. Give tell you something, El. Them niggas that act like they don't like the gay people, I can't stand them, can't be around them. That be the main ones. That be the main ones. No step. That be the main ones be hitting my line at nighttime. I promise you. So they throwing Birkin bags over here. But at the end of the day, I think that the listen. This is what I think, truthfully. And the trans community got on me one time about this because I said, trans women, y'all not women. Y'all can't understand that struggle. They can't. I can't understand that struggle either. The only person that can understand a black woman's struggle is a black woman. That's it. Trans women, you're trans women. I agree with you. And I will give you the pronouns of he, of her and she. I'll do that unless I don't like it. But at the end of the day, stop thinking your struggle is the same as a black woman. That's the hardest struggle on this planet for anybody. The black woman is the hardest struggle. The black woman has a champion in me because I understand that unfortunately, my trans woman, you want to equate your struggle with theirs, but you can't. It's not it. Now, I agree with them. They should be called the pronouns of their choice. It's just a word. But I also think they should stop being so sensitive to what their own thing is. Guess what? Listen, half of them motherfuckers built like linebackers. They need to start acting tough like them. It is what it is. Y'all not gonna get nowhere crying about everything. You gotta stand up sometimes and say we're gonna say it. So first of all, y'all just stop being so sensitive. It is what it is. Take it how you want because I'm a real ass one. I'm gonna say what it really is. But at the end of the day, I think the transsexuals need to stop being so sensitive. But black people, women and men, need to stop being so insensitive as well. For we have to meet somewhere in the middle. Straight black people, y'all ain't just innocent in this. We as gay and trans people are here. We're not going nowhere. We're not going to disappear. There's going to be more of us. We're going to be here. Y'all got to coexist this world with us. One struggle that we do have in kind is, guess what? We are oppressed by the same white man with the same white dollar and the same white mentality and the same white privilege. That's true. We are oppressed by them. That's correct. We are. But I understand one thing. When I was sentenced, the federal government asked me to rat on somebody. I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do it. I was cut from a different cloth. I refused. My paperwork, when they pull it up, they also say this. Rodney, they don't tell you this. They won't tell you this good part. But it says Rodney Roussell refused to identify co-conspirators and refused to assist in investigative efforts. That's what my paperwork says. It says all the other shit they're talking about and scamming and all this other stealing stuff. But it also says I refuse to cooperate. So with that being said, this is what I know. When I was sentenced, they did not sentence me as a gay man. They didn't sentence me as a nothing. They sentenced my black ass as a black man. Oh yeah, your black ass don't want to tell nobody? 10 years. Give him the max. I did 9 years and 1 month on the 10. They said give his black ass the max. So at the end of the day, I know what it's as new. They don't see me. So listen, as black people, they don't see me as gay and trans and all that. They see my black ass as black. Eb, if you did the same thing that saw your black ass, oh, you could be a woman. Oh, your sister black ass a 10. While Karen Karen don't do it no more. Go put on probation. Go piss in the cup. You be all right. But your black ass, they'll give you the same time as me. So black people, we have to stop being so insensitive and thinking that tomorrow the gay trans community is just going to disappear and they're not going to be a problem for y'all anymore. They are part of us. We are all one when it comes to that. That's the first part. But the second part, I do think trans people, as trans people and gay people, need to stop being so sensitive. Words is words. Yeah, they can sting sometimes, but at the end of the day, you got a tongue too. Just like they cuss you. Go ahead.
Okay, Shakie, because I had a big discussion about this as far as when us as women call transsexuals men, they get upset, but to me, they act like as if it's okay for them to talk up under our clothes, call us out our name, things like that. Then the only thing we can retaliate with is by calling you a man. How can you be so offended about that? How? The only way we can defend ourselves is by calling you a man.
Okay. No, you could not have fusses with people, if you feel like he's a man, why are you fussing with him and you're a woman? You can just not fuss with him. That's your defense. Hang up. You're not gonna be what they gonna call you? A pussy ass bitch? He calling you pussy thing. So would you rather be called a pussy ass bitch by a couple people or be called your pussy thing by this man that you feel like is a man? But okay, so listen, let me say something. Why is it wrong? It's wrong for both of y'all. And somewhere y'all got to find a middle ground. But see, this is me. I'm a bush queen. So I'm gonna tell a transsexual, you big man, and I'm gonna tell you your pussy thing. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna tell y'all both. I'm gonna win all the way around the board. So understand why y'all need to join together and meet somewhere in the middle, because y'all gonna have a bitch sissy like me come tear both of you bitches up. So I'm saying that's this. Y'all have to meet y'all, because y'all we winning. And I'm gonna go and look, I'm gonna suck the see, as a butch queen, I'm gonna suck her boyfriend dick, and I can suck the trans one boyfriend dick. He a freak ass nigga anyway, he don't care. So no. Okay, truthfully speaking, listen, you know they don't like the pronouns. So if that's your already retaliation, that means there's something else that's missing here. This is not a field for you. This is not a field you need to be in with these people. This is not a competition you need to be in. At the end of the day, sister, let me tell you something. You got a real twat between your legs. It really get wet. It really bleed every month. It's really what it do. And so at the end of the day, you have to understand that at some point, a trans woman is going to attack what it is that you really like. You really is about yourself. So this is what that comes from. But listen, sister, this is what I'm telling you from the other perspective. You hurt their feelings more than anything because they want to be accepted into your club. They strive to be to communion with you. And so this is why they lashing out like this. So guess what? This is what I'm telling you. The trans women are not your enemies. And they need to stop making y'all the enemies, but y'all need to stop allowing yourself to be their enemies. You feel what I'm saying? They're not your enemies. Y'all got the same fight. The same niggas messing over y'all, messing over them. The same type of niggas, I'm saying. The same type of problems that y'all have. Those things are kin. Now, I say y'all struggle is much different than the trans women, but at the same time, this is a struggle that they want to sign up with you for. So at the end of the day, y'all have to find some type of medium in between that and agree to disagree on it. But if you fighting with him and that's the only thing you have, so you're supposed to press that X button and go about your day, because at the end of the day, you got a twat between your legs. And a lot of them might not have it.
Right.
Respect their struggle. They need to learn to respect y'all's struggle as a different struggle and a greater struggle, in my opinion. But y'all have to acknowledge that they have a struggle as well. And if y'all meet in the middle, y'all gonna solve that problem.
Okay. So Shakie, can you tell us what you have planned? Like as far as you being on Bigo, can you tell us what do you plan on doing on using this platform as to do what?
So I've been feeling out a few things, and I kind of figure out what Bigo likes and what Bigo doesn't like. And I do want to. I feel like I entertain on a lot of different levels, and so I definitely. So what I want to do now on Bigo, I kind of did my little solo stuff for the last couple of months. I party viewed a little bit over here and a little over there a little bit, and not really do too much. But I want to add some consistency stuff. I'm still kind of debating on where that is, and I also want to work with some people. Like I want to honestly speaking, for the last 3 years, as far as what we do over at Sip Nation has been a lot of me on running my mouth, and so I want to work with people now. It's time to commune. Like I don't want to be the type of person that just I did this. I mean, it's no fruit if I did this and somebody else can't come along or somebody else can't commune or combine. And I know Bigo is such a divisive app, and I want to find some way to do, because let me say something. If I point the finger, bop, 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 I'm just pointing the finger. I can point the finger all day. But if I ball that finger up and them fingers with them other fingers, that's a different thing. And so we have to find there's a lot of money being made on this app. There's a lot of stuff being done on this app. There's a lot of stuff going on this app. This app, I think sometimes is the devil. But this app is going to continually attract content creators because it's financially astute. It's financial. I made more money on this app than I did all the rest of my apps combined. I'm verified on 6 apps. And I made more money on this app last month. I made more money in this month here. I think I'm going to hit that mill. And that'd be more money on 1 month on this app than all my other apps combined that I've ever made. And so at the end of the day, it's like, you know, you can't deny it as a content creator. So that means more content creators about to come over here. It's not gonna stop. It's gonna be a wave. Y'all were the first. As far as what y'all did, I believe I'm part of like the second or third wave, as they say. But there's gonna be a fourth and a fifth. And so at the end of the day, I want to bring to this app something that is consistent, something that's entertaining. I fix credit and stuff, and I do talk about credit and finance and business. I throw that in here sometimes, but I don't think that's as popular over here. So I might keep that on like the other apps that I have, like a tube or something like that. But at the end of the day, I just don't think that's for this app. I think this app needs to have more entertainment. I've always wanted to do a morning show, like kind of like the Breakfast Club type stuff. And so with a couple of people, and I'm looking into that, maybe putting some hosts together that could do it every morning. And I think this app will provide them the financial, like have like a real live music and talk about the topics and stuff like that. I'm a gossip blogger at heart, and so I talk about topic on my other apps. Definitely, I talk about topics and stuff like that, what's going on in the world, and maybe do something like that. I want to, so that's what I'm looking into now. But right now, I'm open to anything. But I want to work with people right now. I think I've worked alone enough, and I feel like Shakie, yeah. You don't think so? What you think? You've been knowing me about a month or so now, a couple months maybe.
Yeah.
What you think? What you think I should do in this app?
Okay, so I will say this to piggyback off of what you just said as far as the amount of money you can make on this app, because Brandon made what, 150K on this app, I think like last month or something. So just imagine if you got the content, if you have the communication skills, the network skills, things like that, how much money you could really make on this app. So this is how I feel when it comes to you, Shakie, because Shakie, to me, you already established. To me, you know what I'm saying? Like, people already know who you are. You on other platforms, certified on other platforms. Whatever you brought to Bigo, people are gonna flock to it anyway. It don't matter if it's you by yourself or if you have other people with you. It don't matter, because people know who you are already, and you just have this certain thing. Even though you talk fast, it's more like you do talk fast, but it's more like on a educated level, and people pay attention to you. Because the whole time you was talking, I was looking dead at you, like, you know what I'm saying? For real. Like, so I feel like anything that you do on here, people are going to, are going to come watch, participate. That's how I feel.
Okay.
No matter who, but I do believe that you should do it with people that's more on your level, and make sure when you do it with people like that there's no jealousy involved. Somebody that's consistent, right? But somebody that's consistent, somebody that's business minded, somebody that want to make a coin together, you know, things like that. Yeah, no jealousy, hate, or envy. Like, for real, that's the type of stuff that I feel. I feel like whatever you do, it's going to be 100% because you're very smart.
I appreciate it.
You're good with numbers, calculations, all of that. You're good with, you know, like coming up with things. So, I feel like it will blow up.
I appreciate it. Well, what you doing on the app? What's next for you? So mine is a little different, Shakie, because I was already, you know, on doing lives on the book. So my main thing was doing like tea, but it was real life tea. Mm-hmm. You know, like talking about the people that stayed where I was born at, things like that. You know, where people would inbox me if they wanted me to. Let me see how to say this. Like, let's say if your husband is cheating with a boy and you want me to blast him on social media, I go live, I read your I show proof that he's messing with a boy or whatever that is, and I do that. So I had a lot of people on my neck about that. So I had to change that, you know, because it started getting a fearful, you know, it started getting real. So I had to change that. I ended up getting affiliated with the people of Keys to the Streets and things like that. I started going back and forth with them. It's more like
roasting, talking shit, commentary, things like that, reading letters, throwing different events, interviewing.
Okay.
Things like that. That's what I think. Anything that I can do, but basically, I'm really big on commentary though. Oh, and I also did Ask Eb. That's true. I did Ask Eb where you call. It's something like advice, but it's advice that I would do. Like, you know what I'm saying? Not like ghetto advice, but something like that. Like real spill advice. Like, I'm going to give an example because I always get this example. So if you call me and if you say, yeah, I believe my husband is cheating on me and things like that, what should I do? I'm going to tell you, you should fuck his brother. That's what I'm going to tell you. That's, if you want to hurt him, you should fuck his brother. So that's the... Shakie. Look, it's just like uncut and raw. Like, that's what you should do. For real, if you want to get even, that's what you can do. Because if you fuck that tight and stuff like that, you're going to go to prison. So, would you rather do that?
Girl, that nigga gonna kill you.
No, he not.
Girl, them niggas love different, girl. They gonna kill you. Girl, that nigga eating your pussy, girl. He eating your pussy every day.
Like a tea shake.
So you...
Shake, it's sort of like a...
Oh, okay. When you do the Ask Eb again, I need to come and ask you a question, girl. I don't know what you do.
Oh, Lord. Okay, so I haven't did Ask Eb in a while. I wanted to start doing it on Sundays. Things like that, but I haven't did it in a while. But yeah, because you know why? Because I was scared that people wasn't going to flock to it. Like I wasn't going to get the views for it because our audience, like as far as me and the other people in Keys to the Street, some of us that's on the messy side, they only want to see mess and drama and things like that. When I try to do something different, it seems like they don't want to participate. And I feel like in order for you to be successful with any content that you have, the audience, the commenters is important. Participation is key. You know, so I have to go the way that the commenters, you know, whatever the audience, what I think satisfies the audience.
No.
And I try to do something new, and it don't, to me, it don't work.
That's wrong, baby.
Probably because I'm so used to having a lot of views, you know, but when I start doing something positive, it's, yeah.
Okay, so let me tell you something. That's wrong. And I want you to listen. Okay, it's one messy bitch to another. I was a messy bitch. You was a messy bitch. We both messy bitches. It is what it is. I am a messy bitch. I said was, like I wasn't, I can't anymore. I'm a messy bitch, you a messy bitch. And so I understand you get more views when you talk about the mess and the drama. When I'm dragging somebody, I get more views. When you blasting somebody, you're getting more views. It is what it is. However, you got to understand that while you're catering to the people that's coming for the mess, those are the people that love the mess. You're also ignoring the people that love you. Understand that? There's some people that just love you. They come in my live all the time. Let a certain somebody come in that live. Oh, your people coming. They coming in that bitch and making themselves known. Hey, we the celebs. I'm gonna call y'all the celebs. The celebs coming, baby. So these are people that love you. So at the end of the day, don't forget you owe them something too. Don't forget you got to have your special time with them too. And maybe Ask Eb is the thing that they want. And I was like, I found that out when it took a sipper to sit me down. I used to do this thing called a Hot 99. They love that. But I abandoned that for the money over here. I ain't doing that. I ain't doing no Hot 99. I ain't talking about no fixing credit. I ain't talking about no stuff. I ain't doing all that. I ain't talking about no business. Robin Hood, I'm making money on here, fussing with all these punks. But at the end of the day, I got to remember, you know how you get to the level of to the capability to do what it is you do? It was us. It was us that's here, whether you talk about, whether you sitting on the toilet shitting, talking to us, or whether you was in a shower talking to us, or whether you was over there talking to us. And at the end of the day, I owe them something too. If anything, I owe them more than I owe the bitches that come over here for the mess. So at the end of the day, I really think you should consider strongly opening up the stuff that you do for the people that just love you, because they are here. They are there, and they make themselves known a lot of time. The people that's coming for mess is coming in views. But go look at your contributors list and talk to them and say, girl, what you want to see? That's who pay your bills at the end of the day. The views is good to have, and I love them. Everybody like them. Won't get a lot of views, but at the end of the day, you don't owe the views of nothing. But see the motherfuckers that's spending that money, they go to work every day. The motherfuckers that spending their money, they getting checks for something. This motherfuckers spending the money, they love something about you. And when I move into my house, I swear to God, I told Sip Nation, I said, listen, y'all gonna laugh at me a little while because I just bought this house and I spent a lot on my down payment and I ain't got enough to get the furnitures that I need. So I ain't gonna have no living room furniture right now. And it took a sipper, a woman. She don't be in the comments much. She be in the view, but she don't be in the comments. She don't stand in the comments. And she was the manager at Rooms to Go. And she told me, come over here. And she set me down on my now living room set and said, you like this? I said, yeah, it's cute. It's my color. It's green. Everything's there. She said, well, I'm going to have it delivered the day you get your keys. There are people that love you, man. That's not likes. That's not comments. That's not engagement, all that. That's not the views. That's love. This is a like. They tap, double tap. That's a like. Okay, anybody do that's free. But when somebody do something for you like that, that's who you owe it to. When somebody give you that coin dollar, I like Elle. She's entertaining. I'm going to pay Elle like I pay my Cox, but I pay my own Comcast bill. I'm going to pay her like that. That's who you owe it to. Don't ever think you owe a sucker just because they're coming in and get some mess up. You don't owe them that. You don't want them there no way because guess what? They're going to go to whoever giving it to them. That's a drug. You want that people that love you. Oh, girl, I ain't going to say no names. I ain't going to say a name, but let her come in my live and mention you. They finna pop in and come in. Not too much on air. What you mean? Not too. I'm like, girl. I want Sip Nation. I want you. Look, pay attention. It's you, the honeybees. Who else do this a lot? The Tinks, not really. The Tinks kind of they like me enough. They didn't make it a little more. The Tinks, but between you and the honeybees, girl.
Yeah, the honeybees. Yeah.
Girl, they're real. They're some real loyal. Some real.
They are.
So at the end of the day, yeah,
they don't play.
The sunflowers, no, the sunflowers like me. They ain't even get in the sunflowers like me. But oh girl, let's mention about M. They come not too much on M. What was saying about M? I said, girl, get out of here, girl. Go ahead home. Go ahead home. Get on. Stop blocking y'all. But no shade. Yeah, the celebs coming, baby. The M celebs, they're coming. So they got people love you, girl. Why would you even sit up and say you owe it to the viewers, girl? You owe it to them people, girl. You better do that ass L. Give the people that pay you and make it way for you to take care of yourself and your family what they want. It's not what the views want. The views want the mess. They're gonna come, but they're gonna go to whoever mess at the time. You gotta go, go ask the celebs. Have a meeting with just the celebs. Say if you ain't send nothing, don't come on here. No, you can't talk. Have a private meeting with them. If you ain't sitting, let me look at your sins. Where you at on the list? Okay, you on the list? Come on, you qualify to talk. What y'all want to see? And I bet you a lot of them want to see the ass L. I bet you they want to. They probably want you to do some cooking stuff. I don't know what they want. Just they want to get involved with you.
They like that. They like that shaky. I used to do a cooking event too, like where because I do a lot of Cash App giveaways with a lot of the events that I do. So they like that. Like I want to do a puppy show.
And you have these cute little puppy. And you have these cute little ideas. You got to balance it. That don't mean you stop doing the mess. Cause girl, I'll kick it up in 2 seconds. I'm ready to kick it up right now. As a matter of fact, for somebody in a minute. As soon as I get off this line, I'm gonna kick it up with somebody. I don't even know who. So I love a mess too. Don't get it twisted. There's gonna be some mess. I'm gonna get you over here with the mess. But if you leave with something else, that's all I can ask for. So that's what you owe them. That's who your boss is. Your boss ain't them views. Your boss the people that put their money in, that contribute to this.
Yeah.
No, that's true. Trina B, that's for anybody. You don't like the mess is cute. I love it too.
That's true.
But you got to get in people balance. Then people don't come in just for that all the time. People love us for real. Man, a woman give me a furniture. Let me show you this furniture shit. I got to show it to you. Hold on. Let me show this to you. This is what a woman get it to you. It's nice. Rooms to Go delivers. There's a little scratch on the back. That's all I need. Let me show you this. Let me show you. This is my house. I'm here on the house. You see. Wall, emerald green, on it. I can put the on the thing, lamp, everything. She get it to it. That's not no lights. There ain't no lights. That don't come. That's love. And so I have to ask those people. When I'm hungry, I'm like, girl, I'm hungry. And somebody can't ask me, what you mad at some taco? Oh, that's love. That's not no lights. That's not no lights. You don't order people nothing about no view. They don't love you. They don't that. That's all I'm doing. You got listen. Look, do this. Bring back the ass there, please. For me, I don't. I come out with something. You got no shit. So what I'm talking about, but so I'm speaking for the celebs, not just the eat, not just the eat, not just the east of the with the east block. I'm talking to the celebs, the ones on the contribution list. The east block, everybody else. The ones on the celebs, the contribution list. I'm just speaking for them for 2 seconds. They want you to bring back your ass down. They want you to do more stuff and have something. No man, no food, no rock. Even if they want to sit down and have a room with you, they want to touch. They want to push you to another. Watch how much I bet you do this. I did it for myself. I guarantee you. You might make more money on them $200-$300 a lot, $200-$300 a lot with people that's fucking with you than you do with the $2,000 proposals. I said, give it up. Oh no, don't give it up. I would never give it up. I can't tell you to give it up, girl. I'm telling you, I'm gonna be messy so at the end. So at the end of the day, you can't. I say give it up. You do need that for your rules and your shit like that. That's true. It's necessary. I'm just saying, don't forget about the people that's there. Oh, don't never give it up. I would never tell a soul get up no mess. I'm the. Some people will watch you mess or not. It might be less people, but at the end of the day, them people probably the ones that's sending them bags to girl. Look at this girl perking bags. She don't know who this is. Thank you, baby. Girl, do it.
Okay, so Shakie, I think some people want to come up here and ask you something. Because that's what we do afterwards. We let the people come up and see if they want to ask you some questions or things. Listen, if you in the gym and I bring you up, I hope you ready. Because y'all know I just add anybody. Hold on. For real. And they don't be ready. They be like, how the hell I get up here? Get your ass out the queue. That's all I can say. So let me
a little something.
Empty out the queue. And whoever wanna come up here and shake your question.
It's coming.
Oh yeah, and only Shakie. This is not an F interview, okay? Only Shakie.
Thank you so much.
Okay? So come on. Shakie, can you teach me how to scam? I promise if I get caught, I won't name drop.
No, I don't. I'm retired scammer, sister.
Okay,
I don't
so
scam.
don't come up here asking him dumbass shit. Okay, Alexis, I'm going with you. Got a question? Okay, yeah, but okay, I'm high. Hold on. So, question, Shakie. Did you get divorced, and how did you get divorced, or could you divorce your husband? Did you say you had a couple?
In prison, that's a good question. In prisons, divorce is not allowed. There's no such thing. A man will cut you like on some stuff because listen, the love between a woman and a woman is a woman and a man is very strong. But a love between a man and a man is a different type of is a different monster. And so divorce is not. It don't work like that in prison. There's no breakups. You fight, you fight, you fuck, and you get over it. But at the end of the day, you with that nigga. So that's why you gotta choose your husband wisely when you're choosing, because it's not. I know y'all here, girl. Come on, y'all. It's cool. But at the end of the day, divorce don't work like that. Usually, a separation happens when one of the other people either get released to go home or get transferred to another facility.
Okay. What's your question number 2? Okay, Shakie.
Yes, ma'am.
Are you gonna do inspirational Sunday any damn more?
Yes.
Like coming back in the room, whoop your butt.
Yes, yes, ma'am. When I was doing inspirational Sundays again, I
appreciate it. Hey, Anthony, how you doing? Okay, I'm up.
All right.
Okay. Anybody else want to come up and shake your question? Thank you, Miss Rivera. Thank y'all for the gifts.
Thank you so much.
Can you hear me now? I can hear you.
Okay. Shakie, I want to ask you, how do you feel about guys? You say what go on in prison, stay in prison. So how do you feel about the guys that come out and get with us females immediately and don't reveal that they've slept with men inside the prison?
I do feel somewhat sorry if that's the case. But as a woman, it take knowing your man. I'm not saying that like you know your man. If you know him, if you know he wouldn't do that, and would do that or whatever the case may be, I really feel sorry for y'all that have are going through that. I think honesty is the best policy with that, and I hope that they can find a way to be honest with y'all. I mean, I wasn't. I don't. I'm not. I'm the other person. I'm the person in jail that when you send him $100, he gives me 52. So at the end of the day, like I don't know you. I'm never gonna see you in life. Like he gonna go home to you, and I'm gonna go home and be mad that he went home to you. So so it's hard for me to feel sorry for you at that part because you have to know your man. Like at the end of the day, like they do good at hiding who they is. No shade, but you have to know your man. I have told some women. I just going through a situation right now that I told this, like I had the whole Sip Nation calling this bitch phone. She arguing with me about her man. Why is you arguing with a man about your man? At the end of the day, so I don't even tell y'all no more. Carol, this girl, her name Carol, she done fucked that up for everybody. I'm never gonna tell no more. That's it. I'm over that. She got mad with me for telling her I was fucking her man in prison and outside of prison. And so at the end of the day, it's like I ain't got time for it anymore. Like y'all don't get mad with me, get mad with him. You still with him, he's still fucking you and me. We both looking still stupid. They ain't even did nothing. So I feel sorry for y'all, for the ones that don't know. But if y'all find out, 9 times out of 10, y'all get mad at the phone. I don't even understand that.
Okay. What's your question, Trinity?
Shakie, I just want to let you know that was a good advice about us as entertainers, not worrying about the views, but worrying about the people that support you, because that's important. Because sometimes the people that support you get even madder with you because you allowing certain things to go on. Because I've got messages in my thing. Won't you change it up some? Don't worry about them. The people that really support you and really pour into you will tell you when you're wrong, and we'll get into you, and we'll do that. And these are people, because I have people sending me cash money, like thousands and thousands of dollars, like thousands. So the thing about it, you have to be very careful of the people that really pour into you and really want to bless you, because they're not the people you are supposed to be. You're your supporters. And I thank God for that, because I always, we all chase views. We all want to be this star, and sometimes I chase views. We all chase it. We all get used to it. We all get used to that. So, and I thank God for it that you said that, because it changed my outlook, because I'm gonna start thinking about my supporters more than
What was your question, Trinity?
No, my question was not that. I was just coming here to let them know. I don't have no question for Shakie, because anything I can ask Shakie, I can call him on the phone.
Get your friend down here before you got a question. This was just holding up space. Hey, you guys.
Hello.
This just came up here to make a statement. Get out. Okay, how you guys doing? Hello, guys. What's your question? I do have a question for you, love, and I love the haircut, by the way.
Thank you.
So what about the women? Well, okay, so the men that allow their wives or women to peg them, do you consider them gay? Now, me personally, I am in the pegging type thing, but my husband is not. But I tell him one day, you will let me do it. But I'm not going to push him into it. I don't think that he's gay. I feel like it's a woman behind it. It's not the same sex, so I don't consider it as being gay.
All right, so you have a very good point, and the point you just made is that because you're pegging him and you're obviously female, that it's not technically a homosexual act because it's not considered two men. However, I believe that it is a homosexual act, and this is just my opinion about it, just my opinion, because the thing that you're using to do the act is one that a man would have. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, it's like, in my opinion, even though you're very much woman and I understand it and you into it, I get it. You like that freak ass, nasty ass shit. And a man might like it because that's where his prostate gland at, and that's where the fuck, that's where he nut from. Is really from his asshole. A lot of people don't know that. But so I get what you're saying. Is you turn you on, freak ass motherfucker. But at the end of the day, I think, in my opinion only, this is my opinion. It only means that I think, because even though technically by definition is not a gay act, I think it's very gay because at the end of the day, the object you use to making it do is something that's intended to be, you're trying to protrude his rectum with an erect concoction that's emulatory of a penis. Therefore, in my opinion, that makes it kind of gay, sister.
Can I respond to the comments right quick, you guys?
Go ahead, Freaky.
My biggest thing is,
I like you. I want you to peg me one time.
Shakie was right earlier when he said us as black women, we do not allow our men to be who they are. We drive them away, and that's what they run and hide. Now, if my husband wanted to do that, I'm all for it.
Yeah.
You know, I to me, there's no limitations in my bedroom at all.
Oh, I love your freak ass. If you ever divorce him, come out.
But it's kind of different because you try to force him, even though he don't want to do it.
Because you did say.
That's the thing. I'm not going to force him. I'm just telling him, hey, one day you will do it. And if you don't, that's fine too. You know what I'm saying? I can't make you do something that you don't want to do, but I am expressing to you, hey, this is what I like.
What?
Okay,
don't take this.
Okay, so well, how about you just stop asking him? Because the more you ask him, it do seem forceful. I only asked him one time.
I would love to know what attracts you to that. What makes you like that?
Because I feel like when you put limitations in the bedroom, it takes the fun out of it.
But what make you like pegging people? Like, just because it's not limitable? So if that's the case, you shit on niggas and piss on them.
You're not making me, you're not saying, hey, who says the ass of a man is off limits to a woman, but people out in the world?
Oh, I love eating that. You eat the ass too?
I ain't never done that, but it ain't out my book. You know what I'm saying?
What did y'all? When he married? When he
tell me no, real quick.
When you
I lay it on the table, let him know this is what I like.
did he?
And for the people that be saying, "Sis, you too big, baby," you worried about the wrong thing. Let me tell you something, love. You worried about too much. You worried about the wrong thing, sis.
Well, sis, when you come up here, you kind of open it up for the comments. Don't pay attention.
I don't have no problem with it because the fat jokes, baby, that's out the window. That shit is old, one and done. Everybody got time for that. Move forward.
Okay, so let me say something.
Yeah, don't be looking disgusting. It's just not your thing.
Everybody taking.
But no, because I don't understand why you want to turn your husband out. I'm scared of being turned out because I'm real. I'm shaky on the real shit. What if he start liking it and then he start wanting to be with me and then I ain't have no problem with that either.
If she hit.
I'm one of those women that if my husband come to me and say, babe, look, this is what I like, and it's only gonna be with one man, I'm cool with it. But do you actually believe that he will just be with one man and you? The husband that I have,
girl, let me tell you something.
That's no such thing.
I'm about to tell you what I'm about to tell you the truth, sister. I'm about to tell you the truth. You listen. If you good with that stick that strong, and you hit him on that gland, and he start nutting when you pegging him, he gonna be coming look for the real thing in a minute. I'm letting you know what's hit for. And girl, me or one of my good gay sisters gonna be right there waiting for him, sister. I'm gonna let you know what you're doing, and you ain't gonna win that one because we got real dicks over here. We stinging big sissy dicks over here. You gonna lose him.
I'm definitely the dominant one in the relationship.
Girl, you gonna hit that man right. She gonna be working him one time and hit him in that spot, and he gonna nut. Boom. He like, oh, what the fuck?
Listen, I'm fat. You let me out stay. If you can't breathe, tap my leg. Other than that, we gone.
That don't mean that I make a nigga nut right now. I'm fat. That's all I do is I lift up my belly, put it on his back. Listen, I lift up my belly, I put it on his back, and he get all that yak. You got all the big sissy dicks waiting on him, girl. You gonna send him right to him. I love it. They got a sissy right now waiting on it. Treat me, you waiting on it right now.
Waiting on it, waiting to give it some. I ain't never heard of that. I'm going to turn my husband out. No, that's okay. I ain't, nah. Number 2, what's your question, baby? Okay, so apparently number 2 don't know she up here. What's your question, number 3? Hi, how you guys doing? Hi. Question is, okay, say for instance, okay, you having sex, which I already know, but, and you end up, playing with the man's ass or whatever. But at the same time, you tried, but it's like more so you thinking in your mind, do he like this or whatever? Because I mean, he acts so gangster, but at the same time, he owning. You feel what I'm saying? He's getting into it to the point as of he's liking the situation. Like the girl that said she's trying to push it on her husband, not really push it on her husband, but throw it out there to let him know that this is what she want to do. But at the same time, it's like, oh my God, if I do this to him, if I fuck with him, that could send him to another direction. You feel what I'm saying? To another direction. So my thing is, I get so mad, which I'm not with the person no more, but I used to always say, I should have. You feel what I'm saying?
You should have fucked him?
I should have fucked him. Paid him like she said. Because at a certain point, it was more so, is he liking this?
I have a question for you in the last caller. Where y'all get your niggas from? Because I was looking in the wrong spot. Like, wherever I get my niggas from is the wrong. Where y'all get y'all niggas from? Where the nigga? Because I'm getting my niggas. I got to fight to just play with his ass. How y'all get these niggas that want to let y'all fuck them?
That's what I'm trying to figure out. Where is this man coming from, baby?
What club y'all going to, girl?
For real.
Take me out with y'all.
I bet not even attempt to even play like them will. He'll knock the shit out of me, and I would be expecting it. I'm not even gonna play with him.
I just want to know where y'all going. What club y'all going to that night, girl? Come take me out one time.
Once I found out and kind of figured out, because in the street he's more like this, that, and the other, but in the bedroom he like his ass to be played. You feel what I'm saying? And that would scare me though.
I would love him. It won't scare me.
Right.
It won't scare me.
Exactly.
I'm playing with it. I'm playing with it.
It was more so like you were turned on. I was like, but then again, I was like, should I want to really just.
Did you eat his booty? That's my question. Did you eat his ass? Tell the truth. When you was,
Did I what?
when you was sucking his dick, did you went down a little bit?
Well, I didn't eat his ass, but when I sucked his dick, more so.
It was the thumb. That thumb run.
Run down there. That way, once I grab the dick, you feel what I'm saying? Once you grab up under that dick, and that hand kind of touch that asshole a little bit, you feel what I'm saying? That's when
I'm just adding it up, girl. I'm gonna get you. Go ahead. Finish it. You okay? You do what now? You do what now?
You know how you suck the dick?
Okay, I know I suck the
You grab the nut shaft or whatever. Boom.
Yeah.
And once you grab it and you kind of put pressure up under that nut and you suck in the dick,
Yeah.
you can yeah.
Yeah.
So I guess that's good too.
Yeah.
As the hand went down a little bit and you started thumbing the little asshole.
Yeah, thumb it just a little bit. Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah.
It seemed like he went to liking it.
Yeah. Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So once I stopped dealing with him, I thought about it like, damn,
Okay.
why ain't just fuck him?
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Why just ain't getting what he wanted?
Okay. So I just added it up. Okay, and on a scale of 1 to 10, how gay it was, it's 1,000 gay. On a scale of 1 to 10, it's 1,000 gay. So it's 1,000% gay. It's just that's on a it's a 1 to 10 scale. It's a toss of pussy kid.
Sometimes I be like, well, damn, if he just come out, you know what I'm saying, just be true and honest with himself, like the girl said, she can deal with that, but what I can't deal with that. But if I'm just fucking you and giving you what you want, yeah, I could throw my strap on. I ain't gay or nothing, but I have been in that situation where I done been that person they called to, you know, I had one I'm just call him a client, and he didn't like men, he liked it transsexual. So it was more so that I was just fucking him with my strap. Yeah, man, he was paying me to fuck him until he found somebody that he really could deal with as a woman with a dick, as this, you know what I'm saying? So he wanted a woman with a dick.
Can I guess? You out of 1 or 3 states? Nevada, Florida, or New York? Which one?
I'm Florida, baby.
Okay. They do freaky shit like that down there. That's the freaky shit to do.
That's the only thing. That's the only thing. Look, that's the only place that's in Texas. Oh, baby, no, you get your motherfucking head knocked out.
It's 1 of 3.
That shit, don't play with me. Don't play with my ass. And I understand the man that used to call me.
Ain't no Louisiana bitch.
Once or twice a month. You feel what I'm saying?
No.
What? I mean, the man was so motherfucking handsome, yo. I mean, it was like a waste of the man was so motherfucking, he's so motherfucking handsome. I'm like, well, why you don't want no woman? Why you want a woman with a dick? He like, that's what he do. And more so he was, you know, just paying me to come fucking, and I wish I could find him now. Cause the shit was so, the money was so motherfucking. Can we get Shakie to 100? Huh? Can we get Shakie to 100, y'all?
Girl.
I don't know. Okay, so Nana win. What's your question, baby? Oh Lord, these black women is like.
So I'm going to Florida. That's gonna be my next.
I'm so disappointed. Shakie, I ain't gonna lie, I'm so disappointed.
Why you disappointed? But listen, okay.
I don't know, I'm just so disappointed.
I've just a good rule of thumb I've learned, sister, is that child is in their room. They do what they want. They're 2 consistent adults, but that's some freak ass shit. And you, but so my question is, I wasn't. Go ahead.
Okay, let me explain that what both of the women trying to say. Okay, the first woman, I don't know what the hell she's trying to do to her man.
She's trying to fuck him.
But, okay.
She's trying to fuck him.
Yeah, you're right.
She's trying to fuck with his ass. We knew what she said. She told him, bitch, I'm gonna fuck you. You gonna let me do it? He said no. She said no, you're gonna let me fuck you. That was no.
She definitely glad he knocked the shit out of her behind that, okay? But
if he did knock the shit out of her, that means she's gonna do it one day. He knew what he was getting to marry her. Let me tell you something. Them niggas know. He wants to get fucked. He just got he played that role a little while.
So do you think she told him? Wait, hold on, Shakie. I don't think she told him I want to have sex in the butt.
I think she told him she did that before. I think she told him she was with niggas that did that before. I think she did that.
She needs to get her a bisexual man because the man that she married to,
the man that she's married to is bisexual.
She need a bisexual man.
That man is bisexual already. He's going to let her do it. Listen to what I'm telling you. Listen to me. And I don't know how long it's gonna take, but she gonna come back here one day and say, "Yeah, I fucked that nigga."
Okay.
Cause she got all, you know how I know? Cause she still got all her teeth. After she told him, after she asked him, and he nicely said, "Nah, babe, I don't get down like that." And she told him, "I'm gonna do it," and she still have all of her teeth. She's gonna do it. What y'all missing? She gonna fuck it.
The teeth ain't got nothing to do with it. But listen, Shakie, I'm older than both y'all on this panel, right?
Mm-hmm.
Let me tell you, when you suck a man's dick, you can suck his dick, you can rub his ball. Up under the ball is right down between the balls and the butthole. It's a very sensitive spot, okay? And that's, you can take that sensitive spot and you can massage it. And that motherfucker with nut everywhere. It's just like a man in the woman's first home, okay?
Right.
Hey, Nana, wait, can I say something real quick?
Go ahead.
My husband from Houston, Texas, third ward. All I know is my head will be between the washer and a motherfucking dryer. This is hilarious.
Oh yeah, Texas, you ain't doing that. Them niggas
No,
there.
no, Treyway.
What's up? I bumped into him by accident behind him, and all I know he swung. I be big woman. This just
No, for real.
That's all I want to say.
I don't understand that either. I mean, I've been married to my husband.
Why would you want your husband to be like that, though? Why not go fix you up?
I've been married to my husband 35 years, and if I try to stick my finger up his asshole, that motherfucker would knock me through the floor, up the wall, like the one in every damn way else. I better not go no further than that damn sensitive spot where I take these fingers while I'm sucking his dick and go like this, massage that up under his back.
Now I got to go. Because they just, no. Now, come on, go on. Because I just don't want to hear, I just don't want to imagine. It made me think about Eddie Murphy. When Eddie Murphy on, she said, come here, let me suck that dick. And she took her teeth out of her mouth and was kissing Eddie Murphy. That's what it made me think about. Now, stop having sex. Because you shouldn't be having sex. Talking about a damn cooch. Just stop having sex. Hey, you can't watch your grandkids, but you too busy playing with your husband gooch. Shit. What's going on with y'all? Ridiculous.
Oh Lord have mercy.
How y'all doing?
All right, hi sir.
I was just in the comments crying. I'm straight. If a woman was to think she was going to put anything near my asshole, I think I would be getting my first charge. I think I would be smacking her ass through my front door.
How long you been straight, sir?
I've been straight for 36 years.
Okay. How old are you now?
What are you talking about?
No, I'm sorry. I was trying to let me go back. Let me go back.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Calculation.
Make the calculation.
Okay. All right, go ahead. So I have so the calculator has determined that this is how many years you have actually been straight. So, it's mad.
I am so straight, it don't make any sense.
You're so not. It don't make any sense. Yeah, but go ahead. All right. What was your thing? What was your thing? You like
Why am I gay?
you don't like you don't like your gooch played with at all?
No, I don't like my ass played with.
They can play with the gooch.
But the gooch.
The gooch is even off limits.
Why you don't let them play the gooch? That's the good spot. That's your hot
No,
spot.
that's too close to my ass.
Have you ever got your gooch played with?
No, never.
You like your dick sucked?
I like my dick sucked standing up.
You don't like it sucked from the back?
No.
What if she?
Sucking my dick from the back.
If she fucking you, she could grab your ass and like push you, like you fucking her. She could, like she could grab your.
She can put her hands on my thighs, but on my ass, that's a no.
And you 36? So you're 90,
Yes.
baby. Okay. Hey, how you doing?
Damn, do you think I'm wrong for that?
Yeah.
Hell no.
Do you have any gay
I
friends?
appreciate you. I don't have any gay friends.
Hell no. You listen, let me tell you something. If you straight, because I don't know if you straight or gay, I don't know, but if you straight, and if a bitch play with your on the corner, nothing know why. This is how I feel.
If you straight now. F say if. It is a little, it's a little colorful. That's
It might be the hat.
it's a little colorful. I mean Skittles.
That's what it might be.
Rainbow Skittles, tasting the rainbow over here. I'm just tasting it.
Right.
What
If.
about this? What about this?
Sir, that's even more gay, sir. If you put that hat on, hold on. Let me add it up with the new hat. Hold up. Let me add it up with the new hat. So I just added up. I added up with the new hat, sister. When I added up with the new hat, so this is how, according to this calculator, this how long you've been gay with the new hat on. -5. You've been straight negative 5 years. Go bald headed. Go bald headed, sir. Go bald. Yeah, just go bald. Okay. It's the lick lip for me. It's the licking the lips for me.
Oh, Lord, let me get him down. Because you ain't about to have a whole fucking baby.
No, he was God. I don't want him to be gay. I don't want him. God like hot trade, girl. He wasn't no hot trade. That was the girl. He was the girl. He was the girl. That girl most sissy. Girl, that girl was. He was more sissy than Shakie going to jail. What's going on with you two?
The men don't come up here. The men don't come up here.
They can come if they're a man. They can come. I ain't messing with no man. When I see a man, you're a man. I don't play with no man with this kind of.
What you doing? I'm listening to our whole conversation. I'm listening to the whole conversation. All the way back when y'all had that old lady up on there talking about some booty. Oh, Lord.
What's going on? How you doing? He not as gay. He might have been straight for about a few. No. No, he not as gay as the other dude. The other dude really gay. He ain't never been straight. This boy been straight for a little while. What happened? How many kids you got? I got 2. What that mean? Kids make you straight? I got 2.
No. Each his own. My mother had 16 kids, 10 boys, 6 girls. I have gay friends. They beat me unto them.
And see, he not gay. He not gay at all. I promise you, not gay. When a man comfortable enough with himself that he could be around another gay man, he's not gay. It's the motherfuckers you got to watch that's this gay man. He not gay. Yeah. He not gay.
One thing about a dude, they're gonna tell. One thing about a gay dude, they're gonna tell the truth about shit.
Yeah.
And I hate when I'm fucking up, tell me I'm fucking up. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Hey,
Yeah, he not gay. He not gay.
Yeah.
He not gay at all. Because when you straight and you just straight, a gay dude can't make you feel no type of way. A gay dude is just like, oh, he's just a faggot. He's just a gay dude. What the fuck? I'm not gonna do all that. It's just a gay dude. What the fuck? I've been, that proves to me he's not gay. Every dick I ever sucked been probably about a nigga that been acting like he can't stand punks in the street. Every dick I ever, pretty much for the most part. Every time.
Hey, you ain't been. A lot of these people, big homies, they get fucked.
I tore their ass down. I bit their ass up. I put my belly on their back. I'm telling you, that's real facts. If you bring your man around a gay person and he start acting stupid, it's like he don't want the gay person to clock him. But if he just like, fuck, it's just your faggot friend. I don't give a fuck about his sister head. What's up, little brother? Come on, wanna play Madden? Or you wanna play Little Mermaid, bitch? If you do that, he not gay at all. You ain't never got to worry about him. You good. But if he start acting up and cutting up, that's the one you got about. What's going on with him?
Q, you got a question, Q?
Oh no, I just came in to see what's up, yo, son.
Oh, so you just came up here looking like Quavo for nothing? Is that what?
Q,
Get your ass down.
I was about to get the calculator out.
Wait, look, about to get the calculator out, right? Shit, Shakie, hold the calculator. Hold on, with men coming up here. What's wrong with y'all?
They coming for the queen is here. I'm here, girl. These big old titties is here, girl. These big titties is here, girl. That's what... Yes.
Look at Donnie. Come on, Lord. Here come Donnie. Oh my God.
What's good, motherfuckers? What's good?
How you doing? How you doing?
Hey, Donnie.
Hey, Shakie, what's good, motherfucker?
What's going on, Diamond? How are you?
Hey, look, man, I ain't gonna lie, bro. I ain't gonna lie. This is a funny segment right here. This is funny. This is hilarious. You know what I'm saying?
Can you hear me, Ed?
Yeah, we can hear you, baby.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Donnie, what do you want?
I gotta ask you a question.
Okay,
That's why he up here. He like his butt eating. That's why
hold
I'm
up,
up
number
here.
3. Hold up, number 3. Let me let Donnie ask this question. What's up?
Let me ask you a question, Shakie.
Yes, sir.
What woman was dying, and you had to eat up pussy to save her life. What you doing?
I have 2 kids. I have 2 kids. I have been in a relationship with 4 women. I eat pussy like 9 and going west. What do you mean? I'm a pussy monk. I eat dick and pussy. I think I can do it at the same time. I'm good at eating pussy. I'm gonna make a woman nut. I know how to make that motherfucker cream. I tear that pearl tongue into a 2. This tongue don't play with no pussy at all. Would I? She'll be all right. She gonna live forever if I eat her pussy. I eat pussy for real. I don't even play with pussy. When I feel like being with a woman, I'm gonna eat that pussy for real. I'm a big bitch. I eat this and I'm gonna eat her brother's dick out.
Let me say this, MC Shakie.
Yes, ma'am.
Now you know a real bad homosexual man ain't gonna let you get it.
What you say, bitch?
You know a heterosexual man ain't gonna let you get it, but I tried and I got the blood slapped out of my mouth.
Hoping.
But men do have G-spots like we women, and it's called a scrotum. It's between their scrotum and their anus. So if you sucking a man's penis, if you holding their testicles, which is their scrotum, and it's between their anus, yeah, they're gonna jump. That don't mean they gay. That's their G-spot. You know what I'm saying? Like we have. But if you go in that hole and a nigga perk his ass up, something ain't right. Something ain't right. And I tried that with one guy. He let me finger fucked him, and his ass was perked up in air. You know what I did? I would have told every fucking body.
No, girl, you're supposed to call me. You're supposed to call me, girl. Say she can come through.
You two want to come tell everybody. I'm surprised he didn't beat your ass again. Because I would have whooped your ass telling everybody my business.
She should have just called me. I would have took it for care. I don't know. He was.
You want to shut him down. Where he at? Come on, 60K. What's your question? Hey.
Hey, how you doing?
I don't have a question. I just want to say hi. Girl, you do all that work. Girl, put your ass out on lunch break at work while I'm in the line. Girl, bye. Shit. Okay, is y'all done? Are y'all finished? Because Shakie got to get to his own little live.
So I had so much fun. We gotta.
Shakie, you about to
Huh? You break it up, baby. What you saying?
I'm breaking up, Shakie. What you say?
You was just a little bit. What you say, sister?
Okay. Nothing. Okay, so we're gonna wrap it up. I told y'all to get him to 100K, y'all. Get Shakie to 100K.
I appreciate everything, y'all, so much. I appreciate just being here. I love the vibe. It's really natural. I come over and watch you, but it's real natural, and I love how you do that. A lot of people do this. They trying their hardest and stuff. You just do you, and it's just like what you think. And that realness is. I told you this a long time ago. That realness is just you gonna go forward. I think you just need to level up a little bit, girl, because you just don't know how entertaining, how natural this felt, and how good this felt. And I've did interviews before, and I did stuff where I had to think about it and put it together and do all that. But this was a different mechanic. This felt cool. This felt fun. And so your interview skills are up to par. Bring back that Ask Eb. I don't know, whatever. I would love to come every now and then and just come, just like give a little 2 cents, because this was good and I had so much fun. The chemistry was real good. And I don't know why. I don't know. I guess people don't like you for whatever they don't like you for. But it's hard for me to see why it is. I mean, I can respect a bitch that's being real, even if it's about me. And if it's real, I got to respect it at the end of the day. So I don't know what the me personally, I think that's what it is. But I had such a good time. I appreciate you giving me the opportunity to come and talk. I love the celebs. I love the E Squad and everybody else. Thank y'all so much, Sip Nation. Thank y'all so much for coming through. I appreciate everything. It's been a wonderful thing. I can't wait to when we come. I gotta get you. I gotta interview you one day and see how that goes. And get into this mess and this stuff and what's going on with everybody that's going on. So definitely thank you so much for having me. I love you. Bye, celebs. I will see Sip Nation. I'm actually about to go to the tube and do our little thing over there, and then I might be back up here later. Thank y'all so much. I appreciate y'all. Mwah. Thank you. Love y'all so much. It's been real. That's good.
That was good. Hold on, let me get out. Hold on.
That was good. I had fun. I didn't need. I thought y'all it would last. Sip Nation over here. That I thought it would last about 30 minutes. But when it's good, when it's natural, it just does that. You know what I'm saying? It felt good. She's entertaining, I think, naturally. Like it's not processed. There's a lot of processed entertainment.
That was good, child.
There's a lot of
I
process.
enjoy Shakie. You missed it. Girl, that was good, girl. I fucking enjoyed Shakie. Yes, girl. Girl, look. Yo, when he said, we got out this fucking calculator, y'all, and start. My calculation says, bitch, is so at zero. Bitch, that's zero. That's how long you been gay. That's how long you haven't been gay. 0%. What you mean? 0%, bitch. You been gay your whole life. That's just what that is. What you got to us.
It was organic.
So fucking smart, y'all.
Organic.
Shakie is smart as fuck.
Organic.
Now, y'all, I wish we could have got into with the he said that he fixed credit. I believe Shakie, your ass still here.
Oh yeah.
I think Shakie fixed credit and stuff like that. Now I know some of y'all would be a little leery, being with his charges and stuff like that. But I don't know. Y'all should shit. You know what I'm saying? Because I know my credit is. I got one thing on my credit and I paid it. I paid it already. It's still on there. I got to wait for them to take it out. But shit. He do it through an app. Shakie, they say comment so they can follow you. He do. Who better to fix your credit than somebody who know? Thank you.
Let me hold up, real quick. I got it.
I really need to get Shakie my number. That's what I need to do. Because I feel like shit. What can it hurt? Hell.
Okay, so let me see. Okay, listen. All right, so check it out. No shade, but who better to fix your credit than somebody that knows both sides, the shaky side and the not so shaky side. But I will say this. Anybody, if you come into somebody to fix your credit, that means your credit is bad. Nobody who steals credit steals bad credit. They steal rich white people good credit. They don't treat like I have never scammed a black person in my life. I've always scammed the government or something like that. But as far as taking your credit, is if you have bad credit, if you need to come to me, your credit is bad or you have issues with your credit, and which means that it's not economically fiscal for somebody to try to do something with your credit because it's bad. It doesn't even make any sense. So at the end of the day, like I do credit repair. It's like I'm really teaching people how to do it themselves and giving them coaching and stuff. I do have like a client, a couple that I do it for them. They just don't have the time to do it themselves, and that's it. But I'm a person. It's like not you. It's like you can't not find me. I do shows. I'm an MC. I'm publicly available all the time. Like I'm on live all the time. It's like not so thing. But so if somebody's like, oh, but I'm the best person because I know every part. I know the good part, the bad part, the white part, the gray part, the part that's gonna send you to Mexico and jail somewhere, and the part that's gonna get you where you need to be. So because white people know the credit game. They don't never, if they start a business, they go to the bank and start their business on their money. We got to get all our money together. No, man, that's not how that's supposed to work. We're supposed to be able to leverage our credit to get things in life that not just but for business and to put ourselves in an opulent position. They taught credit. If they taught credit in school, black people will be on a level playing field with white people on a lot more things. And so that's my credit stuff is not for me to get. And so if you think it's for me to get your credit, just don't fuck with me. It's not that serious. My credit is 792. I really bought a house. I really bought a house 3 years out of prison. I drove an Audi. I literally bought it on live. I literally put not $1 down on a $30,000 car. Like, and this is, I've done this all on live. I have the receipts of it. And it's more of I'm teaching you how to do your credit because I want you to know how to do it. Because at the end of the day, you need to know this about credit because they never taught it in the school it was supposed to. And that's what, I started my business. I did leverage some of my credit to make my business more successful, but it's turned around to whatever. Cash is, if $1 in cash, if you have $100,000 in cash, you're good, but you have it's good. But if you have an 800 credit score and $2, they'll give you $10 million. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you have to know that difference. Now, as far as my old charge was never, all my paperwork is freely available. Just don't mess with me. Like if that still get your credit fixed, find you a reputable person that you feel like you that's who you is. I mean, but if it's not me, I'm not you. Like my credit class is on YouTube for $5. Like what the fuck? Like it's not even that serious. Like what the fuck?
Okay, so Shakie. Okay, so Shakie. How much do you charge? What's your charge for the credit?
So I have a book that's coming out.
How long do it take? How long does it take for you?
I've been on my credit journey for a year. So it's ethical credit repair does take time. You've been fucking up your credit for 10 years. It's not gonna be fixed overnight. That's number one. Number two, how much do I charge? Like I say, my credit class on YouTube is $5. And what you do is I go live 3 times a week and talk, answer questions, have letters up that you send, dispute letters and stuff like that. That's what it is. If you're part of that and you can't do it yourself because you just don't have the time, you don't have the will, or you just don't want to do it, it kind of varies by the thing, but it's really like $500. But at the same time, I charge like $100, $150, and you pay $50 a month. You have a cap at $500 a month, and let me tell you why. At $500, because I don't go over that price. If it takes a year, it's not like you're just gonna pay for it as long as it goes down. You have a cap at the price because that does 2 things. Number one, I want you out of my system and having good credit. I don't want you in my system. I'm not gonna charge you a monthly fee forever because that means I want to keep you in my system forever. But if I have a cap, that means if I get you out in 3 months, I done made $500 in 3 months. But if I get you out in 30 months, that means I made $500 in 30 months. So it makes me work as fast as possible because I make more money by doing it faster. As fast as the law allows. Now the law allows, this is what the law is. If you send a dispute letter in, the Fair Credit Reporting Act allows the people to give a 30-day response. And then you can send another dispute. I mean, so that's the process that you're playing with. And that's the time-consuming part. Because they allow to have 30 days and they're going to use 29 and a half of their 30 days to respond to the dispute. And so that's kind of like that's the limits of the law that you're allowed to have. But at the end of the day, it's the average. And if you have, but I'm saying, if you're part of the class, people in my class know this. They know that we are definitely, what we're doing is changing people's mindset about credit ideology because we was never taught this. We was just taught, we was taught, oh, go get a Sears card and you'll get credit. But you can't get a Sears card because you got the light bill in your name because your auntie put it in there and all this other shit like that. So we was just thinking credit was nothing, and but white people start their life with 700 credit scores. So I have videos on YouTube right now that are free. On the tube right now that are free that you can go look at and check it out and see if you think I know what I'm talking about, or you can hit me up and ask me a question. At the end of the day, don't just do it just because I'm talking on air panel now. But you do, if you have credit issues, address the issues. They're not gonna go away. When you pay your bills, they don't.
Okay, so Shakie, let me ask you something. Okay, so on my credit, I know my score or whatever, but the only thing I have on it, okay, so my car is on it, but it's showing that it's 100% because I make my payments, every month, and they automatically take the payments out.
Right.
But I'm trying to figure out why is my credit score so low, even though I make the payments on my car note, and I did have something from a collection agency on there.
That's right.
I paid them. I just paid them.
Girl, stop. Stop. Don't pay collections.
I already paid it. That's the only thing I had was one collection.
Don't pay a collection unless you have an agreement with the collection agency for that when you pay, it's removed. Because guess what? They don't have to remove it. All they have to do is mark it as paid, and it can still be detrimental to your credit score. Don't ever pay collections unless you have an agreement prior to that. DM me your number. We're gonna call and talk offline. I'm gonna explain to you what I'm talking about. Don't pay collections. Don't pay collections. The only time you pay collections if you have an agreement prior to hand that they're gonna remove from your credit report. Collection, and I know that's what's hurting your credit is the anchor. And if you have lack of credit, you might have to do some credit building exercises as far as getting a secure card or getting a stuff.
Okay, yes, because Shakie only had one thing, which was that collection thing. I paid them.
See, when you pay, listen, credit repair is the act. So there's an act in your favor called the Fair Credit Reporting Act, and there's another one called the Fair Debt Collection Practices Act. There's also the FACTA Act and the FACT Act that subsidize those acts. But in that act, you have the right to dispute the validity of debt, and that's your right. And so by disputing the validity of the debt, you're saying I don't believe this debt is valid. I don't think you should report it because of whatever reason. My name's spelled wrong. That wasn't my address. I don't like the color blue. Whatever. You have a million reasons to say why you think that it's invalid. But if you pay it, that's you saying you wouldn't have paid it. So when you pay it, your argument is I didn't pay this because I don't think that it's valid to pay. And that's when you get the objectivity of the dispute. But if you pay it, you're agreeing that it's valid. Because if it wasn't valid, you wouldn't have paid it. And so by you paying it, they have a right to keep that on your report for 7 years, sister.
Well, she told me that it'll be off. She told me that they'll be off. I talked to the credit bureau and things like that.
No.
And they said just give it time, but it'll be off. But okay,
I'm gonna look at it. I'm gonna look. Call me and I'm gonna look at it, and we're gonna look at it together and see what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Because they'll tell you anything to get their money, girl. They just want to get money, girl. They'll tell you anything. They ain't gotta tell you the truth. Fuck them people. Don't pay them people. Go dispute that off your credit. Say I don't believe this debt is valid, and I don't think it should be reported. That's what we gotta do. We'll look at it together.
I paid them $1,172.
Did you have anything in writing?
I got my paid letter said that the debt is settled.
You did a debt settlement it was for less than what you actually owed them initially?
No. I paid their ass. That's all I owed them. I paid them that, and they sent me emailed me a paid letter saying that the debt has been collected. You know, the debt is. I gotta save it to my phone.
All right, yeah.
And they sent me a paid letter.
You could somebody actually
okay, so Shakie. So once we look at it, I think because I've never had credit cards and things like that. I think that's what my problem is. Right. I think I need a credit card.
Yeah, and so you could start with a secure card, and that usually, and you could after 3 months, it starts feeling so nice on your credit. If after 3 months of on-time payments, if you get a couple secure cards, add a couple about 2, 3, you got the money, so you could do 2, 3 secure cards, and maybe get you a self-lender, which will be an installment loan. And probably if I was you, it depends on your situation. Add 1 or 2 trade lines, and you can see dramatic improvements real fast. Keep the letter there.
So Shakie, do you do that also?
I do everything, girl. I'm the guru, bitch. I am the guru for real. I'm not. I'm that girl. I'm that bitch. I'm talking about ethically. With time, we can make your credit situation make you look like them white folks don't pay.
That's what I'm trying to see. I want to look like them. I want to be able to buy a house. You know what I'm saying? I want to do like that.
Oh yeah, girl. I refused to rent. I stayed in my mama's house for 2 years after prison, but then I worked, and I can show you my credit journey. I started my credit journey in December of 2019, and I say, look, I know what I'm doing. I'm tripping, and I said I put my effort in, and I bought my house in August, but I bought, and then my credit dipped after buying the house, of course, and by like December. That bitch was looking so nice. I said, let me try it for a car. The credit union give me a car $0 down.
Damn.
No,
student loan. That's what I'm saying, because I don't think I should pay rent. I don't think I should pay $1,800 a month when I can be paying a mortgage. My mortgage ain't even $1,000 a month. My mortgage ain't even $1,000 a month, sister. The only thing I like is a lot of bills. But look, girl, it's like you got to pay homeowners insurance because your mortgage, your lender requires you to have homeowners insurance active at all times. You got to pay that motherfucking property tax every 6 months. You got to pay that, or you can pay it every year, but bitch, it be high sometimes. Well, I live in a city limit. Then you got to pay, girl. It's all these. Then you got to pay light bill, water bill, all them bills, girl. And then if something break, girl, you got to fix that too. I want to go back and live with my mama so bad, girl. I ain't been so broke in so long, girl. This fucking house, but it's mine. I can walk around buck naked all day because I'm gonna get naked right now. But at the end of the day, girl, yeah, you can for $1,800. I would never pay no rent. Girl, you be buying a house. That could be yours, girl. And you could go get naked. I could go outside right now and lay in the ground and get naked if I want and cuss a bitch out. And nobody could tell me a bitch ass thing. And I love that feeling. Ain't nothing like that in the world. You could, if you don't work on your credit, girl, just talk to me. And I'm going to let you do it. And I'm not going to do it. I'm going to do it. I'm going to just coach you through it. You're going to do it. Okay.
I'm going to show you what to do.
Okay.
All right, sister. Be blessed. All right.
Ooh, y'all. Shit, fuck this shit. Because y'all, I want to raise my credit score, and I know that's all I need is some credit cards. And once I get some credit cards, y'all look, I also know that cons too. You know that you can get a card with cons, and that shit'll help your credit.
Let me get out of there, because I've been asking questions all day long. Well, I'm sorry, y'all. The hot topics night is over. She needs to get a couple of security cards. Sound like, but I know it's gonna be that fight. That fight gonna be that depth. They're not gonna take it off, girl. I know it depends on who it is. So yeah, that was air. And if you remove all addresses and phone numbers off your account, it's hard for them to validate the data. No, Samantha's Allen, that's not necessarily true. Because that shows, hey, I was at this address when y'all sent us that address, and that's a reason to remove. I like having different addresses in the credit card report because you can be like, oh, y'all sent to the wrong address. I went at that address. How y'all gonna get me for the late payment when y'all sent it to that address? And I was really at that address. I told y'all that, look, it's on the credit report. That's another dispute reason. It's not the only way you can make it hard for them to validate that is to secure your LexisNexis, freeze that, and freeze your shade stream. Freeze those two, and they ain't gonna be able to get much on you. Congratulations, Ms. Be Proud. Keep disputing, girl. Dispute City. Dispute City. All right, y'all. So listen. I'm sorry. There's no highlight. My butt hurt. You pick up a second job today to pay down debt. Girl, what? Girl, you better get you 7 sources of income. Girl, you better write a book or something. And then they had me crying with M clip the old girl. M clip that. I can't say. Oh, girl, M is funny as hell, girl. I think I don't know why. I don't know what she did to people that made them not like her. They don't like her. Them hoes that don't like her, they really can't stand her. I don't know what she did to people though. I don't know what she did to people. I don't know what she did to people. Because I think she's likable. I don't know. All right, I'm gonna have to look it up. I'm gonna look it up. I'm gonna do my due diligence and research. All right, so what was I saying, girl? Oh yeah, so sorry about the high 99, but I did come over here. I came over here intending to do the high 99 because I thought it would last about 20 minutes. I thought the interview last about 20 minutes. I come to the high 99. I already thought that. I said that for that and everything. So I even had my little commercial stuff ready. So listen, tomorrow we'll be back for the high 99. I love y'all. You heard me? Sip Nation, shout out to y'all. I saw y'all in here. I love y'all. I saw the comments. Thank y'all. And so it was cute. See y'all tomorrow for I ate the interview up. Thank you. The questions at the end kind of gave talk show co-hosts. Y'all hit the like button on your way. I appreciate y'all. And I'll talk to y'all later. Thank y'all. Good night, guys.